In a short period of time, we've got to know each other, and he's still talking to me, which is great. You know, this is good. We're making progress here. And one of the great is he's been in a lot of films and a lot of TV shows, but his heart is not consumed in that. But his heart is actually really helping the veterans. I'm going to share a little bit about that, and then what's transpired in the past couple months that's brought you to the decision where things are going at right now. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am about meeting this man and him being able to take on Jack LaCalla. Introducing Michael Milhoan.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Karen. Well, yes, Karen just told you I've been in a bunch of films and television, and I've kind of recently come back to St. Petersburg, where I was born and raised. And I started a production company. We started this production company just because what we wanted to do is start to do PSAs for us. We wanted to do documentaries that we were going to be excited about. And I kind of enjoy politics. And so we wanted to do things that, you know, had my political bent to them. And of course you can't do that out in California. So it was a labor of love. We put this together. And then I came up, I was going to do a documentary about returning soldiers and about the things that they go through, because these people, oh, excuse me, come on in.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. These soldiers come home, and there are a lot more of them coming home now. And the numbers are staggering, 40 to 50%. Think about that, 40 to 50% unemployment for these guys. I'm not kidding. 40 to 50%. That's you find that anywhere. And this is guys and men and women with their legs blown off, with their arms blown off. Not to mention the psychological just horror they've been through. And they come back to this country, and our government not only looks after them or doesn't look after them, they actively, especially these guys we have in Washington, they actually try to beat these guys out of what's coming to them. I mean, they don't say anything to them about what's they're deserved, and it's just breathtaking. So, when I first started putting this documentary together, of course, you have to get a bunch of soldiers that have just come back, and I want to have a conversation with them, and I want to sit them down and talk to them before we start shooting. Well, I walked into this room, and we're sitting down, and the first soldier that came in was this gal, and she's 22 years old, and I mean drop dead gorgeous, beautiful, and blonde hair, just a beautiful body and a brilliant smile, except she didn't have a right arm or a right leg, and she came walking, she had a big scar on her face. Now, and this is a 22-year-old young lady. And she sat down, we started talking, and I didn't know how to really handle it right away, because she was looking at me like, she was a little ambivalent about even being in the meeting. And so we started chatting, and I was just about to tell her, look, I'm sorry about it. She says, look, Mr. Milhoan, if you're going to tell me that well, she says, if you're one of those effing, liberal guys that's going to sit there and feel sorry for me, she says, no thanks, I'd rather just get up and go have some lunch. And it just knocked me right on my knees. This woman, and this was the first one, she looked me right in the eye and she says, look, what happened to me how I am right now, if I knew what I knew right now, I would still go through what I did. I'm a soldier, and I fought for my country, and I would do it again right now. So don't feel sorry for me. And I didn't even I didn't even know what to say. I mean, this woman is a human being and a champion of the human race. And even more than that, she just one hell of a woman. And it was extraordinary. And we've kept in contact. And so because of that, and because of what's going on with the unemployment, and because of it's getting worse and worse and worse, I came up with this idea, Operation Hire Our Heroes. Now there are a lot of these programs that are going to want to help vets get work. A lot of times these things are all about job fairs where people come and they tell you, well, look, if you give us $15,000, we'll teach you how to drive a truck or teach you how to run a computer or do whatever we're going to do. This isn't this. What we're going to do is we're going to actively make soldiers and vets from all over the country. We're going to turn these people into TV personalities, and I'll tell you how we're going to do it. I have a bunch of very talented friends of mine, and we're going to pool our time and our efforts and our money, and we're going to go around the country in a bus, a big studio bus. This bus is going to have a high-tech studio in the back, and we're going to put these guys on a green screen. And a green screen is something where you shoot these guys. We can make any background we want for them. And we're going to take about 20 minutes and drag all the personality we want to drag out of them. And we're going to make these guys look like $1 million. And we're going to edit it down 20 minutes. We're going to edit it down to 3 minutes. We're going to stick them on the website at every state you go to. You can click on the state, click on the county, click on the city, and then click on what you're looking for. You're looking for a diesel truck mechanic. You're looking for a computer guy. You're looking for somebody who wants to mow your lawn. These guys want to do it. And that's what they want to do. They want to work. They don't want anybody to give them anything. Like Karen said, these guys are the real deal. And so we're going to shoot these guys. And you're going to be able to go. You're going to be able to go to the state, go to the county, go to the city. You're going to scroll down. You want a diesel truck mechanic. 5 faces will show up or whatever will show up. You click on that face, and then they're going to tell you about themselves. And you're going to see them laugh. You're going to see them be excited about something. They'll be poignant. They'll tell you a story about what they did in the service. And you're going to know these people like you know your friends here in Fort Lauderdale, where I'm at. So it's an extraordinary undertaking, and I can't tell you how excited I am about it, because it's something that I think is really going to. If you think about it, the bus is just one big marketing tool, and we're going to travel across the country, and all these shows, Good Morning Fort Lauderdale, Good Morning, Pensacola, all of that. We're going to do all of those shows, Good Morning wherever. I'm sure the politicians will come rolling out to try to get in front of this bus, so the TV cameras will get them in front of the bus, waving and smiling and all that. And so, but that's a good thing. This is what we're about. I just would love for you to go to Operation Hire Our Heroes, www.operationhireourheroes. I'll leave some cards. Just go, please take a look. And you have some info how to get a hold. And if you'd like to contact me with comments, criticisms, ideas, anything else, please do, because I would love to hear it. This is all about these guys and these women. And I frankly can't think of anything a more worthy cause to spend time or energy as to get these people some work and to make them feel like they're welcome home. Yes. Make them feel like we care about them enough to go out of our way to do this. Because if you're waiting around for the government to do it, they're not going to. Tell them about what you were saying, though, how the government purposely doesn't tell them what they are. Yeah, that's why I was just saying that's true. When they come back, the government they don't explain to these guys and these women what they get. They purposely keep it away from them. That's going to be one of our charters. When they come to see this bus, when we're going to go to the Super Bowl and NASCAR and all these different places, and it's going to be high visibility, these guys are going to show up. And they're going to have to run the gauntlet of people giving them information, telling them how to do things and how to get what's their deserved. And then we're going to get them on the bus and we're going to shoot them on this thing. We're going to make them look great. And if you watch the videos and the sponsorship videos, we're going to make stars out of them. And me and my friends, we know how to do that. And we're really looking forward to doing it.
So then tell what happened in the past couple months. So then as far as the discussion of what's going on in Pinellas, party groups that are friendly.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. We, because of this and because, I've kind of been involved with this operation and I've been getting it out there, I've had the opportunity and the great fortune to meet a lot of these women in the Tea Party. And I've never been really that politically active. And I was just taken aback and I'm sure a lot of you ladies here, especially, I know there's a lot of guys in the Tea Party, but the ladies in Pinellas County were just extraordinary. And I mean a couple of, these are committed women that care for their country, love their country, and want to do the best they can for everyone. And it's, I was so taken aback by them, and we got along so well, and we started chatting and talking, that they've asked me to consider running as a candidate for state senate against this guy who is not a very nice guy. And we're really considering it, and I'm just so excited at the enthusiasm that these women have, and that you guys, the Tea Party has, is just unbelievable. And it's interesting when you see people get on TV and they say, well, the Tea Parties are falling apart, and no, they're not going to be around. That's just not what I see, and I'm sure that's not what you see. You guys are doing great work, and it's breathtaking, and it's just an honor to be around folks that care that much. It really is.
So what inspired you to think about taking out Jack?
Well, I tell you what inspired me to take out Jack is a couple of different things. First off, the girls in the Tea Party, I say girls, or ladies, but this Jack Latvala guy, went over to their office a couple of times and they wanted to vet him. And he raised his voice and screamed at these women and yelled, how dare you talk to me like that? And he did all this stuff and threatened them and did all this stuff till the point they were crying. And this is a tough, one of these gals, her name is Barbara, she's a tough chick, and she was crying at the end of this thing. And she showed me a tape of this. This is a mean SOB. This is a guy who believes that he is entitled. Well, I'm here to tell you he's not entitled. And anybody that would go ahead and do that to a couple of women, scream, raise his voice, try to intimidate him like that, is not really a man, and I know he's not a Republican. And I'm going to invite him to have a conversation with me like that at some point in the near future. So it's, I'm looking forward to having this fight with this guy. Like I was telling everybody, it's, you know, I'm Irish, so you've all probably heard the thing where, you know, a guy walks into an alley and two people are fighting, and the Irish guy walks up and says, hey, is this a private fight or can anybody get in? That's where I'm at. So, especially with Jack.